Hi guys, Rosie here. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Valentine's Day so far. And I'm just gonna get started on my makeup for today. I promised you guys a Valentine's Day look. And I just finished wiping off some eyeliner that just won't come off because it's so pigmented from yesterday. So I'm trying to wipe that all off. Yes, and I'm using a football napkin leftover from Super Bowl, right? Okay, so the eyeliner I was actually wiping off, which I'm actually going to be using later, is the Ciate Lunde black eyeliner. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. It won't come off for anything, guys. So I love that. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with my primer, and again I'm gonna be using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And today I'm just gonna use my fingers to put it on. You guys usually see me use a sponge to put on my primer, but I'm just gonna go in very quickly with my fingers and put on my primer. All right. So that's on. Oh man, I meant to bring down my NYX foundation and I forgot to do that, but that's okay. I have my Morphe foundation down here and I guess we're gonna go ahead and use that one. All right, again, I'm using my Morphe foundation, which you guys have seen me use before. I'm going to wet my sponge. My husband is staring at me and making it very awkward right now. All right, so I'm going to wet my sponge, and actually I have my Mary Kay foundation. I think I'm going to use that instead of my Morphe today. All right, so I'm going to use my Mary Kay beige number 5 foundation. I wanted to actually wear my NYX or my Fenty today, just because it's a bit of a lighter tone, but this one also is light as well. I'm just gonna go on with that very quickly. I love the Mary Kay formula because it's actually very moisturizing and it feels really good on the skin. It's smooth, but it doesn't have that much very full coverage. As you can see, you could still kind of see my blemishes through that. So then we're gonna have to go in and do a double layer. So yesterday I was actually testing out colors on that Revolution palette that I showed you guys, just to see what I could do for today. And let me tell you guys, I was very disappointed. You guys know how excited I was for that palette, but I ended up being very disappointed. I don't know. I tried different brushes because I was getting a lot of excess on the palette itself, like on the dish, and I started just using my finger to see if that would work better, and it actually worked better when I just used my finger. And then I switched brushes and I started using a synthetic brush, and that also worked better. I was just getting too much of the powder all over the palette, and that was really kind of like disappointing. I mean, it's very pigmented when you put it on your finger and apply it, which I'm gonna show you guys, but when you're actually doing with the brushes, I was very disappointed at the way it looks because it's not as pigmented as it should be. And it wasn't blending all that great, but I did promise you guys a Valentine's Day look using that palette. So I'm just going to keep my promise and do my Valentine's Day look with that palette. Although right now I would much rather be using a different palette, either a Morphe palette or something else, but such is life. I'm just trying to keep my promise so you guys can see the quality of that palette. I mean, the colors are great, but honestly, you're better off just using your finger sometimes, because the brushes just, I mean, and I was using all kind of different brushes just to see if maybe it was the brush. But yeah. So as you guys can see, this Mary Kay foundation is very, very wet. So you got to kind of go over it over and over for it to really blend onto your skin. I love it just because it is a perfect shade. It does match my skin perfectly. So that is one of the reasons why I love it, but it's not as full coverage as, let's say, NYX or Morphe. Okay, I think that looks good. And I will tell you guys that this Mary Kay foundation, it actually does oxidize after a few minutes on your face, kind of like what the Fenty does. So it kind of takes like a different tone on your skin. So I like the more full coverage, which is why I did a second layer. I'm still sniffling. All right, so since today is Valentine's Day, I'm gonna go in with Kokie, my Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. And it's in the shade, what shade are you, buddy? It's probably some kind of like medium beige. That's so weird. I don't see the shade anywhere on there. Okay, well, it's the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. Let's see if you guys can see that. All right. I'm just gonna go in right here, and today I will be using my setting powder just because it's Valentine's Day and it's a special day. It's gonna be a pretty long day. Not gonna go to dinner till later on, so obviously my makeup has to last for the whole day. So I will be setting it today with setting powder. Babe, can you get me my nasal spray? I'm sorry, you guys. I really have to pump my nasal spray right now because I'm sniffling really bad. All right. All right. So to go in on my concealer, I'm using my Vasanti brush, and it's a concealer buffer. I'm going to use that, and then I will be going over it with the sponge as well. I probably should have done my eyes first. I always tend to do this and do my foundation first when I really should be doing my eyes first, but that's okay because we're gonna set our under eye and avoid all that excess loose powder falling. And I will be double and triple tapping my brushes again because, as I mentioned, the formula on that palette is just very loose in the pan. And yeah, I was disappointed. Also, not to bash Makeup Revolution, but I did reach out to them for some PR and they kind of turned me down. So that kind of hurt my ego. But I have been reaching out to other several companies like Juvia and YX and a couple other companies, and they did respond for PR. So I did send them emails. So hopefully I'll be getting goodies in the mail. That will be exciting because I can share those with you guys. Okay. Let me just do... So I didn't put any concealer up top because I will be using a primer today on my eyelids for my eyeshadow. I'm just looking for my setting powder. Okay, so for my setting powder, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop setting powder. And it's in the color medium. So yeah. Won't that be exciting, you guys? If I get PR packages, if anybody's out there watching and you love my YouTube channel, please, I would love to get some PR. I definitely will be trying to get a PO box so that I can get that PR stuff. That would be great. Just because I'm always on here like talking about NYX and Morphe and all these other brands, and so it would just be really nice if they would reach out to your girl and hook me up, because I do buy their products. It's not like I'm just trying to get their stuff for free, because I do buy a lot of their products. All right, so I'm just using the setting powder. So the lid on this NYX thing, oh my god, it kind of annoys me because it has that right there. So then it's kind of hard to get the powder out. All right. Okay, my husband just walked away and didn't get my nasal spray. Thanks, buddy. You guys are gonna have to put up with me sniffling through this whole video. All right. So, I'm trying to get this setting powder out. Not cooperating. All right. Okay, let that sit there for a minute and then I'll dust it off. Okay, moving on. Remember my little contour stick? Ah, you guys are about to fall over. My contour stick from LA Colors that I kind of trashed for a bit, but then now I'm actually using it. So yeah, I'll take it back. At first, I didn't like it, but now, I don't know. It's kind of growing on me. I definitely like this brown one. At first, I didn't like the brown one. And as I'm using it more and more, I'm liking it more. So, yeah, we're definitely going Lion King today, guys. Awee moe, awee moe, awee moe, awee. Oh. All right. I know you guys love it when I say we're going Lion King today. I'm hoping to get a better light so you guys can see what I actually do a little better. Sometimes what I'm doing, you can't really see it because of the lighting, and I actually have one of those round mirrors with the lights, and I actually have the light on right now in the dining room. So I'm actually working in my dining room because, again, the lighting is better down here. So yeah, I'm trying. Why can't I find anything today? Like, I have everything in front of me and I'm like all messed up today. I don't know what's going on. So again, I'm using that Valentine brush to buff out my contouring and my concealer. So my hair looks a mess, guys. I actually dyed my hair this morning and I washed it, and I'm actually gonna head to the hairdresser just to get my hair blown out. And I actually used that hair dye that I showed you guys from the Dollar Tree. The 2 packages. Oh my god. And you can see I'm red again. So it definitely looks really good. Let's go in a little bit more with that. Sorry, I just gotta adjust my mirror. Okay. Little unorthodox the way I'm doing things today. I'm not I didn't do my eyes first. Kind of just trying to bang out the rest of my face, which is what I really need to last, because like I mentioned before, my face is really oily, so I need like my foundation and stuff to last on my face. Let's dust this off before it gets a little crazy. Alright. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more setting down on my jawline. And once I finish my eyes, I'll actually leave that for last and dust that off. Last. Babe, can you get me my nasal spray, please? It's in that CVS bag right there. Alright. So let's leave that powder on right there. Lost my brush again. Alright. I don't know what's going on with this foundation today, but it's not trying to cover up my blemish right there. This is actually a zit that I got a couple of months ago. And of course, I picked at it and left this terrible blemish on there. And it's still not covering up. Okay, guys, I'm really gonna get annoyed today. I was already annoyed yesterday by the palette. So today I'm really getting annoyed because this is not working for me. Alright. Let's do a little bit more. Lion King. Alright, let that sit there for a minute. And let's move on to my nose. I'm not gonna use that. Where's my sponge? Oh, I'm going in with one of those baby sponges that I showed you guys the other day that I got at Marshall's. I'm trying to contour my nose a little bit. And I also have to set it. I think we're gonna go in with a little bit more. Oh yeah, guys, we're doing full Michael Jackson nose today. I hope nobody gets offended when I say that. I love Michael. But I like a thinner nose. I actually had nasal surgery a couple of years ago. Those of you who know me know that. And yeah, I actually had nasal surgery done for my sinuses. And let me tell you guys, it was like having a free nose job. They actually break the bridge of your nose, like a piece of your bone on each side, and you do end up with kind of like a thinner nose. So now when I contour my nose, it actually does look a little thinner. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's my little. I would tell people I got a nose job. All right. So I'm just putting a little bit of that setting powder right on the side of my nose. And then I'll dust that off as well. Let that sit there for a minute. Let it marinate. So yeah, I ended up, I guess the LA color sticks had to grow on me. Oh no, look babe, the batteries on my mirror already died out. I just put new batteries in this thing. My mirror said, that's it for the YouTube videos. I give up. Alright. Sorry you guys. Shout out to Fluticasone. But your girl needs to spray her nose. Sorry. 2 seconds off camera. So yeah, even though I did have that nasal surgery and it helped me breathe, again, shout out to Fluticasone. I do have really bad post-nasal drip and I still do snore. So yeah, the surgery doesn't always work for everybody. It did work for me though on the fact that I'm able to breathe better now. And I got a free nose job. Alright, so I'm just dusting off that setting powder on my nose. So my nose will last through this evening. Alright. My nose is probably one of the oiliest parts of my face. So yeah. Alright. So moving on to the long-awaited palette. Yes, I'm making the face. The long-awaited palette. I was so excited for this palette and I'm so disappointed. But what do you want for $6? I don't know. Maybe it's an old palette. Maybe that's why I'm getting a lot of the excess on the pan. I don't know. Maybe that's why. But yeah, not too thrilled. Kind of disappointed about that. Let me do my eyebrows first. Kind of disappointed, you guys. And then we will go in with that palette. And it's crazy because I looked online and I actually saw that this palette retails for about $30-something. It's nuts. I don't know. Like maybe Marshalls is just carrying like expired stuff. Like I don't know. Or getting ready to expire stuff. I don't know. But I just had too much of the eyeshadow coming off on the pan. and that was kind of upsetting yesterday. Tried out a couple of different looks, but it wasn't giving me like that pink color that I really wanted. I was trying to go more for like a baby pink color, and it was giving me more of like corals and oranges, but they look pink in the pan. There's two colors. One of them I'm actually gonna be using that looks very pink in the pan, but then when I put it on, it doesn't look pink. You guys will see. It almost has like a red tint to it. I don't know. Okay. One eyebrow done. One more to go. Again, I'm using my Tarte clay. If you guys haven't seen my videos before, I use the medium brown Amazonian clay to do my eyebrows. And we're not going to worry about the little bit of excess that I'm getting on my lid, because I will be cleaning it up with that Koki concealer like I always do. It's always kind of weird for me to do my eyebrows on camera, because I'm focusing to make sure they look straight. All right. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer and clean it up. I'm going to use my MAC 212 brush, because you know we need a straight edge today. Yeah, I sat here yesterday for about an hour just playing around with the palette, just trying to see what will work, what colors will blend well. If you guys have this palette or you've tried it, I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback. Just let me know what colors blend best for you, because I just felt like the colors weren't blending very well for me. Again, I tried different brushes, and it took me a while to actually come up with 3 colors that I really liked that would kind of blend together very well and look good. And then at the end of it, I still wasn't loving it. I had my girlfriend on the phone, and I kept sending her pictures of what it looked like, and yeah, we just weren't feeling it for a minute. And then it took me adding like a little bit of gold. It's kind of like a loose powder gold, almost like an eyeshadow. And so it took me just adding a little bit of that with my finger and popping in the white on the inner corner, to actually get to a place where I liked it. And so that's the look that I'm actually going to do for you guys today. All right. So I'm using the Koki concealer, and then I'm going to cut the crease with my NYX eyeshadow base.